just want to meet Miss Wright.
Forget it, buddy. I am not a fruit cup.
I'm beginning to like you, Kathy Casternick.
You better button up your shirt, kid. Your heart's gonna fall out on the floor.
Is it that obvious?
All these guys are still getting full police salaries, just like they never left the force.
Now they started killing to keep it a secret.
You're both under arrest.
You men are police officers. Who knows what we are anymore?
Now, you cannot function as a guerrilla unit.
Move it or lose it.
To all the girls I've loved before, who travel in and out my door, I'm glad they came along. I dedicate this song to all the girls I've loved before.
Did you pick up the Corvette?
Just got done picking up the kitchen. You wanted me to pick up the kitchen? Looked like an avocado pit hall of fame in there.
I was making my guacamole.
It's not guacamole, that's green glue. Wait a second. Oh, I don't believe you're doing this.
What?
I don't believe this one. They will nail you for sure on that.
Will you just go get the car, huh?
Here.
What's wrong with you?
Line 6. You're listing me as a deduction on your income tax form. You can't claim an employee as a deduction.
Employee? You're not an employee. You're a deduction. Why didn't you pick up the car last night like I told you?
I broke up with Alicia last night.
Alicia, that's the one that used to leave her wet bathing suit in the pool house?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what it is anymore, Judge. You can't seem to find anybody who shares your interests, you know? And dating has become so superficial. If you don't look like Paul Newman, you can just forget about it. Alicia told me I wasn't good looking enough for her. What did you do in that situation? That must have happened a lot to you.
What?
Ah, forget it. Forget it. She didn't even like my sign.
Your sign?
Yeah. I got a lousy sign.
Oh.
Cancer with Virgo rising. Doesn't even sound good, you know?
No.
Cancer with Virgo rising. Why couldn't it have been Taurus with Sagittarius rising? Huh?
Why couldn't it have been hard working with early rising?
I just want to meet Miss Wright. Or Ms. Wright. Or even Mrs. Wright. I know she's out there, Judge. I can just feel it. Blonde, ravishing, cobalt blue eyes. And absolutely no idea what her rising sign is.
Yes, Kathy?
Sir, they came through again, the same 10 names, full payment for the month. Rodriguez Anvilanoza, police sergeant. Jerome Smith, policeman 2nd grade. Captain Gerald D. Medwick.
I told you that was going to be handled.
Well, yes, but we paid these 10 police officers last month, and they're all off the force, either retired or on disability or just plain cops who quit. And the city keeps paying them. I just don't understand what's so hard about taking them off the computer.
I thought I told you not to work on Metro Division payrolls.
Well, I'm not, but I did go downstairs and punch it out this afternoon just to make sure the problem had been corrected, and it hadn't. Their checks came through again this month, all 10 of them.
Okay, Kathy. Thank you.
I'll check into it again.
It's just that I don't think the city should be paying people who are no longer working for it.
That's very perceptive. I'll look into it.
So, how's Disco Denny Clark, the brake repair specialist and heartbreak king of Vanessa Boulevard?
He's okay, I guess. If you like pizza, surfing, and loud music. He doesn't say very much, unless there's a song he likes on the radio. Then it's, hey, groovy, the Sticks. I mean, these guys really blew my mind. I mean, can they lay down a riff? Catch this. Ooh,
Yeah, but he's so good looking.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. There's just no commitment. People don't want to make commitments.
Oh, what's the sign?
Who cares? How do you find the right guy? That's my question. All I get is Disco Denny's and wrong numbers.
Well, in the fairy tales, you aren't even looking. You walk around the corner, and there he is.
I gotta go. I gotta pick my cleaning. Bye.
That's the broad there.
You want to tell Medwick? Forget Medwick. You don't want to hear from us on this.
All right, come on, let's just roll in behind her and do it.
Damn, but I'm coming down. You got any of those crosses we took off of Velvet Concert?
Damn it, Rod, will you stop? I'm not your druggist. You're getting goofy.
Just drive. How'd you make it so fast? You're losing your touch here!
I don't usually get such a big reaction, but hello anyway.
Somebody's trying to kill me.
I don't see anybody.
I lost my glasses. I can't see very well. It was a mail truck. Two guys in a mail truck. One of them had very long hair and a headband and a horrible look.
That's kind of funny. I mean, my mailman just wears shorts, smiles a lot, and delivers my edition of Voice Life.
Look, I don't know what's going on. I was leaving work. All of a sudden, I heard this engine noise behind me. I turned back, and I saw this horrible-looking man in a mail truck. I started running, and he chased me.
Calm down. Where were you going?
I was going to pick up some stuff at the cleaners. Yeah, they stay open late on Mondays. It's about 2 blocks away.
It's okay. It's okay. I understand. Well, listen, I'm waiting here to have my car finished, and it's going to be a while, so if you'd like, I'll walk you to the cleaner and make sure there are no more rogue mail trucks out to get you, okay?
Well, forget it, buddy. I am not a fruit cup, and I don't need any condescending help from you.
Well, that's okay. Sorry.
I'm very myopic.
Yeah.
20 over 200. It's a king-size astigmatism.
Okay, I'll tell you what. No more cheap jokes, okay? But I think you better let me give you a hand. Okay?
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's very kind of you. But without my glasses, I can't see a thing.
Stay there. It's an old specialty of mine.
Nothing personal, honey, but I gotta send you and your friend here over.
Drop her, I'll blow your stinking head off. Drop the piece or I drop you. Now let's go, man. I'm in no mood here. Let's go.
Shoot, don't let him get away.
Yeah, you do it. I never could hit anything with that thing.
It's a shoe.
Guess you don't have to take an eye test to join the post office.
It's your shoe.
That's not just a shoe. That's a single-action clip-fed loafer.
Come on, McCormick. Two guys in a postal truck? You sure it wasn't an ice cream truck?
Judge, we listen to me. We're stranded down here. I really don't think she should be walking around by herself at night. Look, if you're going to declare me as a dependent, the least you can do is get down here and pick me up.
Did you call the cops?
I already did. They're sending someone.
Okay. I'm coming.
Can I ask you a funny question?
Sure.
What is your name? I can barely see you. You're sort of a brown, fuzzy outline with a friendly voice. I figure I should at least know your name.
Mark McCormick.
Hi. I'm Kathy Kasternak. I was thinking of changing it to Kathy Kastenberger. You know, give it a little more glamour. I figure, what the hell, I guess Kasternak's good enough. So, tell me, what do you look like when you're not being a fuzzy blur?
Well, most people tell me I look like Paul Newman. Yeah. And just to get this awkward moment behind us, I'm a Cancer with Virgo rising.
You know, I have never understood why people pay any attention to that stuff.
I'm beginning to like you, Kathy Kastenberger.
I had to find a sucker eventually.
So what did you do to the guys down at the post office to make them so angry?
Isn't that crazy? I mean, being chased by a postal truck, it's nuts.
Yeah. Did you call the police? Yeah, we did.
I'll have to take you to the station to get your statements.
I guess it's okay. I lost my glasses in a deathless postal truck attack.
Captain Medwick, I'm Mark McCormick. This is Kathy Kasternak.
Hi. What is it? What's wrong?
I'm just not feeling very well. Could I go to the ladies' room for a minute?
Sure.
Mark, could you take me? I can't see anything.
Sure.
Medwick is one of the names on the computer cable. He's not supposed to be in the police department.
What?
Medwick, Captain Gerald D., LOPD, retired. Look, I am a payroll clerk at the city building, and there are 10 policemen who are retired or pensioned off, and they're still being paid. I took it to my supervisor.
You two want to come back here, please? I don't have all night.
Yeah, I'll be right with you.
Look, I just went to my supervisor about this tonight, and now he shows up here. What's going on?
You two want to come over here, please? You're both under arrest. Go.
Vanderveer, this is Tin Soldier. They're coming out the back.
Hey! You all right?
First the postal department, then water and power. I mean, what do we do to these guys? I paid my taxes.
Well, you're sure getting your money's worth.
I had to do something, man. Look at you. You're loaded. Your damn eyes look like 2 train tunnels. Now, how did he get the stuff?
When we turned Velvet Concert on, he had a bag of black beauties.
Damn. All right, everybody up. Come on. Let's go. Come on, Tremaine.
Come on, Cap. What time is it?
We're clearing out. We're going over to Willis Street. Come on, I want this entire place wiped clean. Mace, get the radios. We're going code 13 on this. Keegler, I want you to set up a side band in Captain Lennox's car. I'll write the note. Come on, let's go, girls. Get shaking.
What happened?
That Villanosa here tried using his head. Put a hit on some little shiksa downtown at the city payroll office.
Come on, Skipper. She was gonna hold up our checks. I got expenses. My ex-old lady is sucking my blood.
Shut up! How many of you clowns knew that this guy was popping speed? That's great. That's really great. Now that payroll clerk is gonna go to the division, and we're all gonna have to get lost!
What about the Sturgis family? We've been working that creep for a month. He's ready to fall now.
Forget him. Let's go.
Here we go.
Let me speak to the commissioner, please. Well, could you put me through to his home? This is Judge Hardcastle. I know he's asleep. This is a police matter. Well, then have him call me, okay? He has my number. Thank you.
I really appreciate your helping me like this. I'm afraid to go home.
And this Captain Medwick, was he on that list of names at the city payroll department?
Yeah, that's right. See, I'm a payroll clerk. Well, actually, I'm studying to be an accountant. This job is sort of temporary until I take my CPA test in June. I'm hoping for public accounting.
Let me ask you an accounting question, okay? This guy is released from prison into the custody of a guardian, and he's instructed to work for this guardian. You know, cut lawns, trim hedges, pick up avocado pits.
Can we get to the problem?
This will
at
only
hand
take
here?
a sec. It'll only take a second. Now, in return for this individual is given room and board and the ridiculous sum of $168.50 a month. Now, the question is, can the guardian claim this individual as a deduction, or is he an employee with all the rights and privileges thereof?
Unless he's a blood relative, he's an employee. And the exchange of money defines the agreement as an employment agreement.
I like this girl.
Are you through practicing law?
Yes.
Can we get back to the list of names?
Yes.
Aside from Medwick Gerald D., there was Ann Villanosa Rodriguez, Smith Jerome W., Lane Tremaine.
Wait a minute. Tremaine Lane? Didn't he play football for UCLA? He was a linebacker or something?
Well, he was a cop, and then he retired on a partial disability. You know, the thing is, all these guys are still getting full police salaries, just like they never left the force.
Well, if this guy ever calls me back, we'll find out what's going on. Go fix her up a guest room, will you? Is there anything you want?
Yeah, I sure would love it if we could just drop by my office and pick up my spare set of eyeglasses. You two have been so nice, but you're just a blur. Nice blurs, but blurs just the same.
Sure, I'll go with you.
Hey, I don't know.
What could happen? I mean, they're not going to expect us to go to her office. What could happen?
Yeah, go ahead.
Excuse me. What do you think? Huh? What do you think? She's kind of different.
What?
She's different. She's not a ravishing blonde dingbat. You know, I mean, she's going to take her CPA exam in June. I like that. Shows the girl's got direction. And you know what? She doesn't care what my birth sign is. She thinks that's silly.
What are you doing, McCormick?
Nothing. I don't know. I just never met a girl before who liked me even before she knew what I looked like.
She's in for a terrible shock.
Let's hope she likes what she sees, you know?
Well, I like her, if that's your question.
Yeah, that was the question. You do?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, I thought I could deduct them.
There you are. Well, hello.
Hello.
How come you're looking sideways?
Well, my smile is charming and rakish on this side. It's not very good on the other, so I...
Let's see. Turn the other way.
What do you think?
You're right. You know, this side is definitely a Cancer with Virgo rising.
What's wrong?
The computer printout on the payroll of the 10 police officers was in this drawer. Somebody took it. It doesn't matter, though. I have a crack shot memory. Photographic. Probably Mr. Firestone took it. I think he knows what's going on and just won't tell me. It's just a feeling. So, What does Mark McCormick do when he's not cutting a judge's lawn?
He trims the judge's hedges and washes the judge's car. That's what he does.
Come on. There's got to be more to it than that. I mean, that little trick with the loafer, that wasn't exactly a minor league play.
Well, actually, we have a wide range of activities, including chasing down criminals who have violated Judge Hardcastle's rather poor sense of humor. So.
You were in prison?
Bum rap. You know, justice is blind, that whole thing. It's the same old story. But how the young man just wanted to go to seminary school, and he was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he ended up taking showers with his underwear on for the next 2 years, that's all.
You were a car thief, weren't you?
And what are you, a mystic?
I saw you get into that locked car.
Oh.
You knew what you were doing. You said it was an old specialty.
Even without your glasses, you don't miss much, do you, Kathy Gastinak?
Shall we go? Yeah. Somehow I don't think I'll be coming back here.
Captain Leonard.
Yeah?
I got a call from one of your undercover squads. They told us to deliver this box to you down here. The guy said there's a note inside.
Thanks a lot. This is Christmas Tree calling Toy Store. Christmas Tree to Toy Store. Come in.
How you doing, Skipper? This is Tin Soldier. We got a forest fire going here.
Look, where are you? I gotta talk to you.
I'm lost.
I put this unit together. I'm your superior officer.
I cleared out the Beaker Street building. Me and my squatters gonna live off the land for a while. You know, Skipper, you shouldn't have called in Villanosa and told him about that lady on the city payroll. He got real jumpy. Tried to pull her drapes. There were witnesses. So now we have to move in and seal the crack.
You tried to kill the payroll clerk?
Well, this is crazy. Look, you can't hide from the department.
Now, you cannot function as a guerrilla unit.
This'll be our last conversation, Skipper. From now on, I'll be using C6 regs. This is Tin Soldier, out.
Medwick! Medwick! It's crazy. He's out of his mind.
Okay, yeah. Thanks, Mick. Hey, we'll have a police assignment record on every one of these guys by noon.
Morning.
Good morning.
You must be Judge Hardcastle.
I see you got your glasses.
Yeah. Yeah, I picture you tall and thinner.
I got this tall, thin voice. Now call and tell them you're not coming to work. I'm going to keep an eye on you until we find out what's going on around here.
Oh, hi, Jen. This is Kathy. Is Mr. Firestone in? Well, did he call or anything? I need to talk to him. Okay. Well, look, if he does, will you tell him that I'm sick this morning? I won't be in. Yeah, thanks. Now, that's funny. Mr. Firestone didn't come in this morning. I mean, it's 9:30. The office opens at 8. He has a perfect attendance record. I mean, he's never been late in 20 years.
Where does he live?
Out in Hawthorne. He has a duplex out there. I used to have to deliver him his Saturday work.
We better go take a look.
I think I'll change. He's probably sitting downtown at his desk right now yelling, "Where's Kathy?"
Judge. Judge, over here.
God, what is going on? Why is this happening?
This wasn't a suicide, Judge. He was knocked out. They left the motor running until he was dead.
Well, he must have come to long enough to write on the windshield. What the hell's toy store mean?
Now, that's some story. A postal truck and a DWP truck.
Didn't she tell you about the 10 cops that are still on the city payroll? Now, you and I both know the police department's got access to city vehicles.
Oh, cops? You think it's cops?
Yeah.
Well, anybody could have stole that power truck, Milt. Oh, look, I'm not saying that McCormick is not all rehabilitated, but just look at it. He's got a case on that girl. He could be telling you anything.
Sort of a frightened little man, you know? He wanted us all to call him Stony. Can you imagine that? Sort of made me feel sorry for him, though. I mean, he was skinny and bald and afraid, but inside, he was a guy named Stony.
You know what I think? I think you're a very special person, Kathy.
The very special Kathy Casternack. She wears Coke bottle lenses and fills out payroll sheets and wonders if her hair is too short or if her nails will ever grow.
I like you.
Yeah. I have this friend, Madge. She's a real looker. Mr. Firestone hired her because she looks like one of those cigarette ads. She always knows the right thing to say. You'd like her. She'd like you. Ex-race car driver. I think I should get you two together. Why'd you do that?
What do you see?
I see a friendly, fuzzy, nice person.
Well, let me tell you something. I've had my share of cobalt blue eyes, and it's never worked out for one reason or another. Now, I don't know what you see without these or what you see with them, but I'm just a guy who got into some trouble. I'm doing the best I can to pull myself out of it, to straighten up my life. I'm not a disco prince. I don't race cars anymore. And if you don't cut it out, I'm going to take off my shoe and shoot you.
Why'd they kill him, Mark?
I don't know.
Was it because I found those silly names? Because I wouldn't let go?
I don't know.
So long, Stony. I'm sorry I never got to know you.
I ran this list of the 10 guys she gave us through the old records downtown. Medwick, Envillanosa, Lane, Smith, Johnson, Evans, and anyway, they all got one thing in common. At one time or another, they worked for this real weirdo cop named Lanark.
What do you think the odds are of that happening?
Very long.
We gotta keep going on this, Judge.
You better button up your shirt, kid. Your heart's gonna fall out on the floor.
Is it that obvious?
Yeah.
I don't know. All my life I've been looking for Alicias, you know? All the Alicias, they have great looks, radiant smiles, kind of toss their hair back when they talk. They laugh in 2 octaves. And the whole time you're with them, you keep thinking to yourself, why am I so bored? And then along comes a girl like Kathy Casternack. She can't see 10 feet in front of her without her glasses. She has this hesitant little smile. She keeps worrying that her nails are going to split. And all of a sudden, you're falling all over yourself trying to say the right thing, you know?
Sure. You want to know the first thing my wife said to me? Move it or lose it. It's when I was still a cop. I was about 25 years old. I was giving a guy a ticket, and I'm blocking a driveway. Now, I know I'm in her way, and I know I'm wrong, but I don't like hearing it from her. So when I get through with the guy, I went back and I gave her a ticket for double parking.
Start of a great romance.
Listen, we never lied to each other. We always told each other what we were thinking. And we had this thing.
was like a feeling that we were more than just two people, you know? I mean, together we added up to more than both of us. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, when she died, I knew it'd never be like that with anybody else. Not ever. I can still feel her, you know, around here. Especially if I've been screwing up. In the middle of the night, I can hear her. Move it or lose it. Nope.
We gotta keep going on this, Judge. We gotta find out what's going on. I gotta make sure nothing's gonna happen to her.
You're asking for my help, I'll do this one. Captain Lanark?
Right?
Judge Hardcastle?
Hardcastle. Oh, yeah, L.A. Superior Court. Hard case, Hardcastle, if I remember.
If you don't, I sure do.
What can I do for you?
I've got a list here of some men from your Metro squad. I wonder if we could just go over it. You got a couple of minutes?
Judge, it's a real busy day for me.
Well, I can call Deputy Chief Ryerson if you want, make it official. I just thought this would be a little friendlier.
Sounds remarkably like a threat.
It is.
Okay. In 20 years, I've had a lot of men under my command. I'd be hard-pressed to remember a lot of details about any of them.
How about Captain Medwick? You can remember your line officers, can't you?
Yeah, he was a lieutenant when he worked for me. That was a long time ago. We were in Vice together, working mostly kiddie porn, real stomach turners. I have no idea what happened to him, though. Last I heard, I think he went out on disability.
What about Rodriguez and Villanosa?
Sorry.
Jay Smith? Tremaine Lane?
Sorry.
So you can't tell me anything about any of them?
If I remember anything, I'll call you.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you have a unit assigned to you with a code name Toy Store?
Nope. Never heard of it.
Thanks for your time.
He's lying.
Maybe.
Maybe. No maybe. Tremaine Lane was an all-conference linebacker. This guy claims he doesn't even remember him. Come on. How many all-college football players do you think this guy's had working for him?
Made your point. He's lying.
This Christmas tree calling toy store. Christmas tree calling toy store.
Yeah, this is Tin Soldier.
Now listen to me. An ex-judge named Hardcastle is asking a lot of questions about the toy store. He's got all your names. We gotta get together. You gotta come in.
I told you I'm not coming in. You want to see me, you go to the riverbed at the end of Tremont Street. Sit there and wait. I'll contact you.
I am your commanding officer. I'm not gonna sit in a parking lot and wait for you.
Then you ain't gonna see me, baby.
What are you doing? Shut up. What? Are you men out of your mind? No.
He still turned his back. Crossed over. None of us want to go to the joint.
You men are police officers.
Who knows who we are anymore?
You're crazy. Let go of me.
Get in the van.
What are you doing?
There you go. I'll get the coffee.
Mm-hmm. Isn't she terrific? And have you ever tasted a better stew?
Listen, what do you think that lumpy, chewy stuff was? I thought it was meat, but at first, was that meat?
Kathy, what was that wonderful, lumpy, chewy stuff in the stew?
Yeah.
What chewy stuff?
Oh, I don't know. There was some wonderful tasting, lumpy, chewy stuff in the stew.
I don't know what it could have been. It was just hamburger and vegetables and spices, that's all.
Well, whatever it was, it tasted great. Has anybody seen a cat recently?
Well, if we're going to find out anything, we got to make Captain Lanark talk.
Well, that's not going to be easy.
Find a friendly judge and get a search warrant.
There's no such thing as a friendly judge. Take it from me, I spent my early 20s looking for one.
I think Judge Hardcastle is a very friendly judge.
Now you're cooking.
So what do you think you'll find in his office?
I don't know. Let's say you've got 10 cops still on the city payroll, even though they're supposed to be pensioned off the force. And the city is still paying them. So that means they got to be undercover, and somebody in the department doesn't want anybody to know they're out there.
Somebody like Lanark.
Maybe.
Well, what do you think they are? An intelligence unit or something?
Intelligence unit?
Say you want to catch some big shot, some guy in a mob, and he's very careful and he's too smart. So you form an intelligence unit, and then you wait until he's out of town, say he's down in Palm Springs on his vacation, and you bust into his big house in Bel Air and you go through all his stuff, and maybe you find out that he's got a shipment of cocaine coming in from Mexico on the 10th of the month.
So you put everything back the way it was, you get out of the house, you form your police department liaison, they make the bust, and it all seems legal. Everyone has their rights read, and no one knows that a crime has been committed. An illegal entry to get the original information.
But that's against the law.
That's why Lanark's got to keep his unit in deep cover, and he has to keep paying them. Now, you found their names on the city payroll. Probably made a deal with Mr. Firestone. So they get stupid and they try to kill you. But Mr. Firestone got nervous, so they did kill him to keep it quiet.
You're policeman.
Do you think Lanark has files?
Yeah, if only for his own protection. I mean, at some point, these guys are going to figure he's too big a risk and just dunk him in the river. Hello. Yeah, Hardcastle. Where? Thanks, Mike. Okay, I'm on my way.
Captain Lanark didn't come home last night. Walked out of the department and just vanished.
How do you know to call me?
Yeah, well, I heard you were over in Metro yesterday talking to him. Word travels fast. Tight unit. You think he was running a deep cover unit with those 10 guys you found?
This is L10 on 65. What's your 107? We're going in. Copy. W6. There's a bird in your attic. I saw him. Tell Panda I'm on W16. All frequencies are clear. That's a 1015.
That sounds like somebody's running an operation. You know that code?
No. That's the second one in an hour. I can't make heads or tails of it. Sounds like they're making a hit on something.
Do me 2 favors, will you? Let me borrow that radio for a while. If we go through channels, all we're going to get out of the department is 2 weeks of official denials.
What else?
Give me 10 minutes in Lanark's office alone.
Well, you don't want much, do you? Why don't you just take my badge and stomp it flat and sail it out into the harbor?
I'm not saying it won't blow up in our faces. I'm going to be careful. Hey, if these guys have crossed over, we're all in a lot of trouble. Come on, how about it?
We got a 666 on the 10W. If it gets late, tell the tin soldier I may have to waste the guy in the purple pants.
Now it's going to be here.
I'm looking at the files. He wouldn't have hidden it in there. It's under a floorboard or something. Help me move this bookcase.
Orderly people have orderly habits.
Don't waste your time.
Toy store. Toy store.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure I'm going to believe
There
that.
you are. There's this the men, and that's a city map, right?
Look at that. Looks like he's trying to figure out where they went.
Willis Street. That's a condemned area by the airport.
Perfect place to live if you're going undercover.
Think they're living in here on this deserted street?
We'll find out pretty soon.
This is Tommy Guns at Ball's house. W3 on a 1011. Tell 10 soldier we're in and the water's tight. Move the truck to the tip of the triangle. Okay, you guys got any strawberry jelly left? All we got is peanut butter for the crackers. I'm starving up here. I'll send it down with a new tape cassette. Out.
Stakeout. They're sitting on somebody. Probably got an illegal wiretap going.
Why are they still doing it?
It's what they do. Might as well start here.
this, man. These guys mean business.
Okay, we got our boy coming up the street. Tell Dollhouse to ORC-16. We'll track him from here. Look at this guy. Must think he's Crown Prince of rock and roll. Where'd he get them white disco boots and them funky purple hats? Man, I gotta give me some of those. Okay, this is Tin Soldier. Cut the chatter and listen up. I got 2 Twinkies east of me on Adams. Looks like we're 1616 on your address. Full C11. Upgrade the Prince. Move out now.
Got a police uniform here. Looks like about size 54. Must be in Villanosa's place.
Well, that sounded like they're wrapping up that stakeout. They may be coming back here, Judge.
You hear something? Got your picker?
Oh, be careful.
Captain Lenark.
Oh, they're crazy. They got pills and drugs and... Hey, they killed a guy, you know?
Yeah, come on, we'll get you out of here. Come on.
Oh, thanks. Be careful.
Why did they do this to you?
Because it was my operation. I got names and places. As far as they're concerned, I'm the weak link.
Hey, somebody's in our nest. This lock's been done, man. Somebody's in there. Stay here, I'm going up.
There's an arsenal in this cabinet over here, Judge.
Got a 12 gauge?
They got a bazooka. I'll take that.
I'll take the side-by-side with the outside hammers.
You'll take the what?
Side-by-side. My daddy was a hunter. Taught me how to shoot.
Let me get the police frequency on that. I don't like the odds we're getting. This is Judge Milton Hardcastle. We're in extreme danger from a group of armed men. We're in the condemned property at the end of the runway on Willis Street.
Stand by all units, all frequencies. See the man at Willis Street condemned site. Possible 415 in progress. Adam 16, respond, code 3.
Oh, man, look at the size of this gorilla coming up here. Get in the back. You take him, Judge, right?
Whoever you are, come out of there!
Give it up, you guys! We got Lenark!
All right, let's get this girl.
Let's give them something to think about.
Sorry. I wasn't.
It's okay. It's over.
It was fun while it lasted, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
It's all right. What do you think? With the tie or without? See, I thought about wearing an open collar, but then I thought maybe the tie would give it a little more flash, you know?
Where are you taking Kathy?
To a concert? After dinner?
Now, you want to go slow with this one, you know. She's special.
You don't have to tell me about this, Judge. I mean, it's a little scary, you know? I mean, everything with her is for keeps. It's kind of frightening. It's like commitment time, you know? But, hey, we got time. She's got to finish studying her accounting courses, then she's got to study for the CPA, so...
Well, you better move it or you're going to lose it.
Hey. I'll see you.
I know. Stay out of it. I like this kid. What do you want?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Madge. You must be Mark. Race car driver, ex-con, and dream prince.
Well, I can't be a prince till I'm finished being a frog.
Well, I think Kathy got lucky.
She ready?
Hi. He's cute, Kathy. You sure know how to pick 'em.
Yeah, and I did this without my glasses on.
Are we?
Sure.
You look great.
Thanks. She's pretty, isn't she?
What, Madge? Yeah, I guess, you know. Yeah, right in here.
You really like me, don't you, Mark?
A lot, yeah.
Well, we'll have to go slowly. I don't want to make any mistakes.
We won't.
What did Judge Hardcastle say?
What did he say? He said, move it or lose it.
I like him.
Ah, you're cooking.
Some girls have all the luck.
Warren's my niece.
We're not exactly talking Ginger Rogers here.
State of California versus Mark McCormick. Judge Hardcastle presiding. I found a lot of holes, Uncle Milt.
You never make mistakes. What's that?
I'm deposing you.
But,
Please wait until I've asked a question. Why are you shaking? What are you scared of?
I don't want you even thinking about her.
Now you're cooking.
Different worlds, millions of light years apart. Two strangers in dangerous times, shooting it straight from the heart. Little by little, we meet in the middle. The give and the take never ends. It's kind of exciting, this fussing and fighting. Here we go, acting like friends. A bad habit that I can't forget. But you got the right kind of stuff. Back to back, holding the line. We're over our heads, but we're in it together. Back to back, stumbling blind. We'll take it one step at a time. Yeah, we're back to back, holding the line. We're over our heads, but we're in it together. Back
The university, gentlemen, sanctuary, a place to seek knowledge, growth. In the 93 years of our existence, young minds have sought nourishment from inside these walls. They have come from 50 states, young, eager, open, fresh, clamoring for ideals and wisdom. We have tried, as best we know how, to provide them with the fodder for what they seek. But now it seems that we have to brace ourselves against the tides of change. For the first time in the history of this establishment, a student is taking legal action against the university. An injunction has been granted prohibiting the building of the Calvin Morland Law Library in the present site of the brass-railed bar and grill. This legal action has been instituted against this board, Calvin Morland, and the university. The ringleader of all this is a young man called Warren Wingate. And I want to get the little creep.
John, Warren Wingate's not a he.
What's that, Milt?
Warren's a girl.
Warren? Are you sure, Milt?
I'm reasonably sure, yeah. She was named after Earl Warren Supreme Court.
I wonder whose brilliant idea that was.
It was kind of my idea. Warren's my niece.
But I've got to change my major. I mean, like, this whole thing was my father's idea. I mean, I wanted to major in phys ed. I mean, what do I know about small businesses? Huh, but God, you haven't met my father. I mean, do you know what he made my brother major in? Animal husbandry. I mean, the guy's allergic to cats. Do you know what I mean?
Look, I can appreciate the stress this is causing you, but Dean Whitmore's in a meeting. You'll have to come back later. Dean Whitmore's office.
Trying to drop your major too, huh?
Yeah, or flunk out.
Yeah.
My dad's gonna kill me.
Your dad? Oh, you haven't seen anything till you met my dad. Come here, I'll tell you about it. I spent the entire last semester studying for my Western Civilization finals, but old man Ferguson had a personal campaign against me. Flunked me anyway, right?
Tell me about it.
Oh, I pulled a few strings, rattled a few doors, got my major changed.
Wish I knew how you pulled that one off.
Oh, you want to give me your phone number? I'll be happy to tell you,
Hey, like, do you teach here or what?
Doing what?
I got in a lot of trouble in junior high. I don't date teachers.
Well...
But, hey, thanks anyway.
Hey, how old do I look to you? 22? 23, maybe. I don't know.
Your niece has questioned Cal for over 2 hours. She's gonna take depositions on all of us.
Well, I'll talk to her.
You'll have to do more than talk to her. You're gonna have to get her to back off. It doesn't look good.
It won't be any problem, okay? She kind of looks up to me. I'll work it out.
Good. Until then, I don't want a word of this to get out anywhere.
So, old Warren's suing the university, eh?
That's privileged information.
Well, there's privileging all over campus, and word is she's winning.
This is not a football game. It's a legal action.
It's an end-around fake. 6 points and no Calvin Morland Law Library. You know what? I'm on her side.
What do you know about it anyway? You never been in a library in your life.
I was in the Snub-Nosed Tony Memorial Prison Library. They had a lot of magazines in there.
Milt.
I'm sorry about this trouble, Cal. I'm gonna go try find her now.
Well, I wish you luck. She's quite energetic.
Well, other than that, how you been?
Fine, considering Rick Benny's up on trial today. Murder 1.
Rick Benny, didn't he shoot a cop?
Yeah, connected with organized crime. The press is all over this one. I'll be honest with you, Milt. I just as soon you were up on the bench instead of me. I'd much rather be playing golf.
Well, it's one of the benefits of retirement. Don't worry about my niece. She's a good kid. She'll come around. Never a day of trouble in her life.
What do you think? We're looking for a yearbook, University of Illinois, 1942.
What hell's in a yearbook that's so important?
Just keep looking, all right? Someone's paying a lot of money to find it, not to ask a lot of questions.
22 years old. What are you going to do? Put her over your knee and spank her?
She's not 22 the way you were 22.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I don't want you even thinking about her.
Oh, don't tell me you're still on that.
She's family, McCormick. That means out of bounds, hands off.
It was 6 months ago, Judge, and I'm telling you, nothing happened.
When nothing happens, you come in before 7 o'clock in the morning.
We were talking, that's all.
Hey, watch closely. I don't want you dating my niece, period.
Dating. Is that what you call a dinner, going out to a movie, then maybe stopping for a drink afterwards? Is that what you call it, a date? It was just very friendly.
Don't be friendly, okay? When she comes in the room, don't light up. Act like you do when you're around me. Be normal. Slouch. Complain, okay?
It wasn't even a good movie.
Listen, McCormick, she is working very hard trying to become a lawyer. Now, that means she's going to keep her nose to the grindstone because she's a chip off the old Hardcastle block, see? You don't get to pass your bar exams without a lot of hard work and sweat. Go around suing a whole university.
So that what this is all about, huh? The law library?
Well, you got a lot of people very upset.
Well, maybe I ought to take Mark out to another all-night drive-in. That way you can go back to worrying about something else.
We just watched the movie, Judge.
Let me tell you something. This club has been here for 70 years. We already have a law library. They're just looking for another place to hang someone's name on concrete.
Warren, you're going around questioning the whole school board, taking depositions.
Come on, Uncle Milt. Who do you think these guys are? A bunch of white-haired, whiskered old fuddy-duddies who can't even remember what relaxing and kicking back feels like.
I'm on the board.
Oh, great. I got it now, huh? The old Hardcastle chill. No way. Forget it, Uncle Milt. It took me 20 years to get past it when Mom does it. What do you guys, rehearse?
What do you think you're doing? Legal action? You're taking your clothes off in public.
It's called dancing.
Gene Kelly's dancing. This is
the 20th century.
What?
Nothing.
Look, I questioned Calvin Moreland already. I went over every detail of his college life. The guy cannot even remember where he hung out and relaxed. So what is he gonna care about this place?
It was a long time ago.
Come on, Uncle Milt. You don't forget stuff like that. Tell me you don't remember Ruth, huh?
Milton loves Ruth. Oh, Milton Hardcastle, the heartthrob of Sigma Chi.
I didn't put that there.
The senior law students figured out it was you when they looked in the yearbook. Milton Hardcastle and Ruth Lowenkowski, cutest couple.
I said I didn't put that there.
Look, Judge Moreland didn't exactly collect a lot of fond memories when he was in college. He just doesn't know what this place means to us.
But being one half of the cutest couple of 1950, you understand, don't you, Milt?
Stay out of this, McCormick. What do you know about fond memories?
Hey, this may come as a complete shock to you, but I had a youth too, you know. If they were tearing down the Starlight Bowling Alley, I'd have a heart attack.
Students come here to study, exchange ideas. They don't rent bowling
That's
shoes.
my point. I mean, this place is just as much a part of our education as any classroom or some law library we don't even need.
Is it something you have personally against Calvin, or do you just want to take on the world in general?
Calvin, give me a break, Uncle Milt. I mean, like, now you're going to tell me this guy saved your life in the war, right? Oh, come on. It's like you guys are in the same club or something. The lawyers. What have you got, little satin jackets? Oh, well, we're going to keep the club, okay? And besides, who do you think taught me to take the world on once in a while, huh? You did.
Oh, well, that's okay if it's practical.
If it's practical. Well, I bet you didn't talk like that when you were taking Ruth up to see submarine races.
Hey, you can help me here, you know?
You're right. Listen, okay, what are you doing tonight? You want to go see a Clint Eastwood festival?
That's help. I didn't mean that.
Look, now that I know you're on the board of directors, let's get together and we'll talk about it.
Oh, what's that?
Well, I've been over it with the lawyers. I'm deposing you. Tomorrow at 10:30. Be there.
Warren,
And, don't let the big brown eyes fool you. I'm a killer.
Ship off the old block.
What happened?
I don't know. I mean, I only had an AM radio in here.
It's too much damage for just an AM radio. Looks more like vandalism.
Hold this.
Look at this.
Well, what am I supposed to do now, huh? I mean, I got a show to do tonight. I gotta get home and tell Val that she can have her boyfriend over. I mean, where are the cops in this town anyway? How many donuts can you eat?
Hey, maybe somebody's got an axe to grind with you. You in some kind of trouble?
Why would anybody be angry with me? I mean, I'm only taking one university to court.
Yeah.
Maybe the board of directors started playing hardball, huh?
Wrong guys. They'd paperwork you to death. God, I hate this.
Come on, leave that. Come on, come on. I'll take you home. Come on.
I can't wait till it's over. I've got moot court case coming up, then 3 more months, then the bar exam, home free.
You gonna dress like that in court? You picked a case yet?
For moot court? Yeah. State of California versus Mark McCormick. Judge Hardcastle presiding. I found a lot of holes, Uncle Milt.
You're not serious.
I'm not?
Well, all right.
Wait. I want to hear this. Go on.
Well, there's a chance that you may have overlooked some precedents in Mark's defense.
Oh, really? Might have overlooked some precedents in my defense? If this whole thing is a mistake, Buster...
You never make mistakes. I never make mistakes.
It's all a matter of ownership. Now, you claimed Mark stole a car because he changed the registration to another name. But in fact, he was the owner all along. He was just dodging an insurance hike.
Yes.
Now, in Clancy versus California...
Clancy versus California.
Clancy versus California.
Clancy versus California was cattle, not cars.
Don't worry about it, Mark. I think I'm going to get you off. Cattle, cars. I just got to fill in the blanks.
You gonna need a lift anywhere?
No, that's all right. Val's making chicken Mexicano tonight, so that means she's not going to need the car, so I'll borrow hers. But thanks anyway, all right? Thanks, Uncle Milt. Bye. Hey, what are you guys doing in my apartment? Oh!
Hey! You okay?
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
We're gonna need her to come down and make a statement.
Yeah, well, give us a couple hours.
Yeah.
Tell Mike I want something on this guy right away.
Will do.
Sure you're all right?
I'm okay.
When you haven't talked for 10 minutes, I get worried, you know.
Did they take anything?
How could you tell?
Hey, you come on home with us. Will we find out what this is all about?
Thanks, Uncle Milt. But I still got a lot to do. I mean, I gotta get this place back together again.
Hey, they broke up your car. They busted into your house. I don't want you here alone.
I'm okay. See, I'm talking and everything. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I'll be fine.
I'll tell you what, why don't you go back, check out that guy we busted. I'll stick around here, I'll help her clean up. What's the problem?
McCormick, that is my only niece.
Will you get out of here? Come on. Get.
I can't believe him. He's incredible.
Well, he's kind of like a freight train, you know? He kind of gets on one track and stays there no matter what he runs into.
I mean, it was one day. What does he think? We're gonna take one look at each other and fall in love?
It's not that far-fetched.
What are you, 30?
A couple of months shy. What about Carol Lombard and Clark Gable? They were, you know, same deal.
Carol who? Look, Mark, you're terrific. All I'm saying is that it's silly for Uncle Milt to worry about anything happening between us. I mean, I'm his niece, and you're the guy that works around the house.
I do. I do more than just work around the house. I'm right up there in the first wave, man. I'm driving the car, you know, dodging bullets. Someone's got to look out for him, right?
Mm-hmm. That's true. Huh? I mean,
Darn right.
you put your life on the line sometimes, don't you?
Kind of goes with the territory, you know. Sometimes you just got to go with the flow, and that's what happens.
Doesn't it scare you?
Nah, I can't afford that. It slows the reflexes, you know.
So, if I were to, like, move in real close and look into your eyes for a long time, maybe breathe a little deeper, move in to kiss you, that wouldn't scare you? And why are you shaking? What are you scared of?
Uncle Milty.
Uncle
Well, you turn up anything on that guy that tossed Warren's apartment?
I didn't have to. Name's Steve Rush. Works for Willie Lerner.
Hey.
Oh, I love it. I love it. This is my favorite part. Now you're gonna tell me something I don't know, huh?
I'm only working on a good guess.
Well, what reasons Willie Lerner got to be turning over your niece's car and her apartment?
That's a tough one.
Well, I'm game. Give me an easy one.
Okay, Willie Lerner runs most of the dope and gambling and prostitution in town. He's got a second in command named Rick Benty. Benty's up on a murder rap.
Yeah, but how does your niece fit into this?
The judge that's sitting on Benty's case is Calvin Moreland. Now, Warren is bringing legal action against the entire university, but specifically Calvin Moreland.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I love it. The whole school, huh? Well, Hardcastle blood all the way. Chip off the old block. Huh? Well, maybe when she was running a background check on Moreland, she turned something over, huh? Yeah, but what?
That's what we have to find out. I'll check with you later. Chip off the old block.
It's really hard to believe that you two are related. I mean, you have trouble keeping your footing on a wet floor.
Did you find anything when you went through the apartment?
No, not much. Just a couple of pictures of you and Warren's mom sitting on an antique car with you wearing knee socks. Needless to say, they weren't stolen.
out what it is that Warren's got that Lerner could want.
Well, she grilled Calvin Moreland for half a day. Maybe she dug up some dirt accidentally and doesn't know it.
Maybe Lerner could bend Calvin to make the trial go his way. Ah, what dirt? I've known Calvin Moreland for years.
So what'd you think?
When do you have time to study?
Loved it, huh? God, I'm starving. Kathy, can I get a double cheeseburger, some french fries, chocolate shake? Do you guys want anything else?
No, thank you.
That's it. Thanks.
Warren, what do you know about Willie Lerner?
You gonna eat any more of these?
No, go ahead.
Warren, Willie Lerner.
What Willie Lerner? The criminal Willie Lerner?
The guys who went through your apartment work for Willie Lerner.
What are you asking me? What am I supposed to know about Willie Lerner? He kills people. I dance. Are you done with your drink?
No.
Look, I know you're not exactly crazy about my lifestyle, but dancing here hasn't really led me to the underworld. Give it another week. Thanks, Kathy. So what do you think Willie Lerner wanted in my apartment?
Look, Will, eventually they're going to realize we took that from the apartment. We're drawing a lot of heat as it is. Can't we just put this on hold till after the trial?
After the trial's too late. We don't know if the girl went through that.
She went through the book. She would have blown the whistle already. She probably doesn't know anything.
She knows enough to bring Hardcastle into it. You know, this girl's causing us a lot of trouble. If she unravels this, we're in a mess. Rick could go away for a long time.
If, Will, if. She's a kid. We'll get Rick off.
Yeah? Well, I want to make sure. You get a hold of Harriman. Tell him where to find the girl and Hardcastle.
I'm telling you, McCormick, I don't have a lot of fans around here.
These are your people, Judge. Building full of lawyers.
Not these guys. These are defense attorneys. They're the guys that are trying to turn the whole system upside down.
Well, it'll be right up your alley. You had a few problems with it yourself.
Judge Hardcastle?
Yeah, I was just telling my friend here what a great job you guys do.
Thanks. We're ready to take your deposition now.
All right, now don't get rattled. She's only 22, Judge. It'll be like taking candy from a baby. Now go get her tighter.
You're not sure? Really, Judge Hardcastle, maybe I can prod your memory a little bit.
Oh,
Judge
Warren.
Hardcastle, this is a formal deposition. I'm sure I don't have to explain to you what that means. I'd appreciate it if you'd refer to counsel properly.
Well, Miss Wingate, I fail to see what relevance these questions have to the proceeding.
Thankfully, then, this isn't your court and we didn't ask you for a ruling. I have a picture here captioned, "Sudsing Away Those Old Legal Blues." Can you identify this man?
That's me.
And the people with you?
Some guys from the law review.
Whatever happened to Terry Badham?
He's a federal district court judge.
Malcolm Everett?
President's advisory board.
James Newcomb. That wouldn't be State Supreme Court Justice James Newcomb.
That's him.
Where was this picture taken?
In the brass rail, but I don't
The
see
brass
what
rail.
But if you're saying it, we
I'm not
need
saying
to have
anything. I'm just asking questions. Those old legal blues. What is that all about?
Every first-year law student is familiar with that term. It means packing a nation's legal history into 4 years. It means that you...
Could you speak up, please?
It means that you need a place to go where you can cool down and blow off steam.
Put things into perspective.
Right. But,
Please wait until I've asked a question. This university is part of a long tradition, a tradition that has produced some of the finest lawyers in the country, state Supreme Court justices, presidential advisors, and the brass rail is part of that tradition, part of the education itself. Thank you, that's all. Uncle Milt, I don't have my car yet. Could you give me a ride home?
No. You set me up for it.
I learned from the best.
Now you know how it feels. Every time I went to say something during my trial, someone cut me off. So you might bring that up in your moot court case.
Well, to tell you the truth, we're not doing so hot, Mark.
Why? What happened to Clancy versus...
It's kind of technical, but what it boils down to is that the laws apply a little bit differently to people than to heads of cattle.
Oh, great.
Oh, Uncle Milt, I remembered what was missing from my apartment. I didn't even think about it until I went to open up your yearbook for the deposition. I remembered that I also had Judge Moreland's yearbook, and it wasn't there when I put the place back together.
What are you doing with all these yearbooks?
Research. Just trying to be thorough. Doing a little history on everybody I'm questioning, looking for holes.
find anything on Moreland?
I didn't even have to go through his yearbook. The guy had enough difficulty answering the questions I was asking him. You know, he can't even remember anything about college.
I got it. It all fits together. Willie Lerner has given up digging holes for people, and he has now gone into grand theft yearbook. He got bored with killing people.
Well, it's steady, McCormick.
Let's get out of here.
I don't believe this. I mean, first they come running after a yearbook.
Oh, I don't want to hear
I mean, give me a
this.
break, you know? It's not like I'm trying to take on the whole world here. I mean, it's just a university. You know, someday they're gonna find out who's pulling this. Oh, sure. Walk away. Hey, you know, I'm not that easy to get rid of. Hey, you know, you could stop to help me or something. It's not like I can walk real easily with these heels, you know? I mean, we've been through a lot today, right? Even the car wreck and everything, and these people chasing us and stuff.
In other news, one of LA's biggest criminal trials continues today as the prosecution calls its second witness in the trial of alleged organized crime figure Rick Benty. This after Benty's attorneys delayed 3 months attempting to have the case dismissed. The judge in the case has taken off.
Okay, let's go over this thing. Willie Lerner rips off a yearbook from the University of Illinois, 1942.
Right. Judge Moreland's alma mater.
And we don't have any idea what's in that yearbook except a lot of stiff pictures of people with crew cuts.
And Judge Moreland is trying one of Lerner's top men, Rick Benty.
There's got to be something in the book, guys. There's got to be. I bet that Lerner is hoping that he can dig up some dirt on Judge Moreland. Turn the screws a little bit, you know? Get him to go light on Benty.
Where'd you get the yearbook?
The university gave me the name of a guy. He's kind of a collector. I think we should call him.
No, she's right, Judge. That means Lerner already has something on Moreland.
It's starting to look that way. Sorry, Uncle Milt.
I'm sorry, Milt. This one's a backbreaker. Well, Miss Wingate, how goes the war?
Look, Judge, if you don't mind.
I'll take care of this one, Warren. Something up, Milt?
Why don't you tell us what's in the yearbook?
Pardon me?
Oh, come on.
Warren, shh.
Well, why don't you ask him why those guys were...
I said I'll do this. Cal, I think we got a little problem here.
We got big problems, Billy.
We didn't know the guy had a cannon in his truck.
Doesn't matter. This whole thing's coming apart.
Maybe we could take another run at Hardcastle and the girl.
No, we're moving on.
If you can't keep Judge Moreland in your pocket, Rick may go away for a long time.
Hey, Rick's dead already. I can't see everything I got going down the tubes for one guy.
I still think nobody knows anything. If that girl found anything in the yearbook, they would have busted the trial wide open by now. From where everybody's sitting, I'm sure Moreland looks bright-eyed, honest, and full of integrity.
I'm telling you, the guy's a liar. We're not going to sit on this, are we? I mean, I got my case coming up soon. I think we should call the cops and give them the facts.
What facts? We got a yearbook and a lot of guesses.
Pretty good guesses, if you ask me.
What are they teaching you in that school, anyway? What are all those signs and posters in your law clinic? Or does all that stuff just apply to the oppressed, as you like to call them? Listen, let me tell you something. Calvin Moreland is just as innocent until proven guilty as some guy that hasn't got a quarter.
I'm sorry.
All right. I want to get to the truth as much as anybody else, but I'm not going to close the lid on the guy until I know what's going on, see?
Maybe you ought to lighten up a little bit on Uncle Milt, huh?
Lighten up? Lighten up? Look who's talking. I've had dinner with you guys, remember? Isn't that right, Kimosabi? I mean, come on, you're no different from me. You know, I mean, how do you deal with him? You know he's right most of the time. He's the best damn judge that ever sat on the bench. Maybe we're just trying to bring him down to size. So don't lecture me about lightening up, okay?
Let me tell you something. I had a pretty good time the night we went out. I really did. I mean, right there in the middle of Creature from the Black Hole, thought that maybe it could work out between us. You see, for a few seconds, I almost forgot that you are a Hardcastle. What is it with you two? Every time anybody says anything, you've got to jump down their throats. Calm down, Warren.
Now you're cooking.
On that note, let's go check out the yearbook guy.
1942 was a difficult year. I hope you haven't lost that book I gave you last week.
I didn't exactly lose it. It's just become kind of popular.
I should have another copy around. 1942.
Maybe we could help you find it?
I'll find it.
Is that why you collected all this stuff? Because you didn't fit in?
What do? You become a fan, a supporter. You tell the people who matter just how much they matter. It's got its points, you know. You'd think after 42 years, I'd give it up. I guess it makes me feel like I got some good memories.
What? I mean, he's not even in the book, right? He's afraid we're going to find out he never even went to the university.
No, he's right here. Fourth-year law student, honors all around.
So this whole yearbook thing's been a dead end, then?
No, Cal Moreland is in the book. But I don't know who's sitting on that bench in the courthouse.
I'm not the only one that loses, Will. If this thing comes down on me, Rick's gonna do time.
Is that a threat?
No, it's a fact. Why don't you just take Hardcastle out of the picture? That shouldn't be too much for you.
I'm glad to see how much you value yourself, Cal. Now, to save you, you want me to take out Hardcastle, his niece, and McCormick, huh? You think you're worth it? It wasn't me who got you into this, Cal. It's your problem. You know, it wasn't me that faked your credentials. I don't even know if you passed your bar exam.
This is old news. It doesn't solve the problem.
So what do you keep asking me to bail you out for, then, huh? How far can I take it? I got the yearbook. We took a run at Hardcastle. Like I said, it's not my problem.
You know that they're going to make the connection between us. Now, if they get me, they're going to get you.
You let me worry about me, huh? Don't you have a trial to get to?
Thank you.
Billy, we're cutting our losses. Get a hold of Harriman. There must be at least 100 reporters around that courthouse. He can lose himself in the crowd.
That's a recess. Court will reconvene at 2:30.
Cal died in a boating accident just after graduation. I was still struggling through junior college. It seemed like an opportunity.
You just picked up where he left off?
Cal was an honor student. He had all the credits and credentials. All I had to do was get a hold of his transcript.
So you never even went to the University of Illinois?
No. Cal's transcript got me to the bar exam. Now, look, I may have started with Cal's record, but that's all. I passed the bar. I did the trial work. I made it to the bench.
Well, Lerner found out and put the screws to you for a favor.
About 10 years ago, he came up with the facts. I'd spent a lifetime building my career. The first favor was easy. It was a plea bargain for one of these men. At the time, it seemed like a fair trade. What do?
You call the police, Cal.
You know I'm dead, Milt. Lerner can't let this hang.
Not unless you take him down first. There's a lot of reporters out there.
There's Moreland.
Judge Moreland. Judge Moreland, is there any truth to the rumor that Venti is going to turn state's evidence?
Judge,
just back off a minute, please. Back off.
Judge.
I have a statement to make. After that, I'll answer your questions. As soon as court reconvenes, I'm going to declare a mistrial.
Mistrial?
What made you change your mind, Judge?
How do you feel about Benny going free?
I think there'll be a new trial. Lerner's here. Lerner's here. He's over there.
Another ticket. Can you fix this for me? Are you kidding?
I'll book him, Judge. I got the other one.
Come on, let's go.
Come on, will you, McCormick? What's the rush with you? The trouble's over.
Warren's got the gun.
That's a peace offering.
Thanks, Uncle Mel. I'm still not hungry.
Hey, your moot court was today. How did my case go?
You lost. As a matter of fact, it looks like Uncle Milt let you off pretty easy. Sorry. Maybe if you had 4 legs and horns, huh?
There you are.
What's this?
That's a statement from the university.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. In light of recent developments, blah, blah, blah. We have suspended our plans to erect a library on the present side of the Brass Rail Bar and Grill. All right, we whipped them!
This is not a permanent decision.
No promises, huh? So we'll just whip them again. I have a peace offering for you myself. I thought that since I had used your past against you, I would do something to make it up.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Does the name Lowenkowski ring a bell?
It's been a long time, Milton.
Ruth?
look good, Milt.
You have the right to remain silent.
Ashley was killed with your gun. And half the guys in that dump have Hardcastle's name tag on their sentences.
What's the beef, huh?
What difference does that make? The bail's $100 grand.
You ain't gonna last too long in here.
Hey, how's Hardcastle holding up?
Like shark bait. You better have eyes behind your head, 'cause I'm gonna get you. Find somebody on the inside. Have them take care of it.
Now!
People in two different worlds, millions of light years apart. Two strangers in dangerous times, shooting it straight from the heart. Little by little, we meet in the middle. The give and the take never ends. It's kind of exciting, this fussing and fighting. Here we go acting like friends. A bad habit that I can't forget. You got the right kind of stuff. Back to back, holding the line. We're over our heads, but we're in it together. Back to back, stumbling blind. We'll take it one step at a time. Yeah, we're back to back, holding the line. We're over our heads, but we're in it together.
Load it up. That's the last of them, Jack. Don't spend it all in one place.
That's them. Let's close in.
Get out of here!
Listen, run the plates on that wreck and tell Bill to call me if anything comes up, okay? I want to know who these birds are working for.
You got it, Judge. Merry Christmas.
Are you supposed to say ho, ho, ho or something like that?
We're not even giving these guys a run for their money. We bust one truck, they just move the whole operation someplace else.
Judge, in the past 3 weeks, we've nailed 4 truckloads of illegal weapons. Well, how much more do you want? We even know their schedule. You're going to go down in the Justice League of America Hall of Fame, Jack.
Yeah. Not gonna do that till I bust this guy on the top. I want to get that guy. Waiting long enough. Crack this case.
It's a week before Christmas, Judge. Come on, what do you say we water the horses, hang the guns up by the door for a while, huh? Just a couple of weeks here. Don't you want to know what I got you? No.
Don't worry, Mr. Cherney. None of our guys are going to talk. Hardcastle's right where he was 4 weeks ago.
This is the 4th truck we've lost in a month. Every time I make a move, Hardcastle is on my tail. I've turned over 3 new crews, Mr. Cherney. Half of them don't know what the other half is doing. I don't know how Hardcastle is getting in. But he's in. Now, I've got 600 cases to move in the next 3 days, and I can't afford to lose any more. Maybe we should hold off. No. Start backing down in commitments. We're going to lose our buyers. The shipment's not the problem anyway. Hardcastle is. We could kill him. But killing an ex-judge could bring down a lot of heat on us. We're not going to kill him. We're going to stick him inside and let Hardcastle's system do it for us. Helen, ask Ashley to come in here.
Yes, sir.
Sorry to keep you waiting so long, sweetheart.
That's okay.
Mwah.
You know what? I took our compatibility ratio.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we got a 4.5. 5 is perfect.
Oh, what did they know? We should have done better. Look, sweetheart, how'd you like to help me with a project?
You said you didn't want me involved with your work.
Well, this is something special. All you got to do is talk to somebody for me.
We going away this weekend?
Anywhere you want. But I need your help.
What's his name?
Ah, come on, Judge. You gotta be kidding me. Now, what kind of presents can you fit under a 12-inch tree?
Presents. Don't get carried away, will you?
Well, you must have been one heck of a kid. What'd you do for Christmas anyway? Bang your gavel and find your parents in contempt?
Hey, we're not kids now, all right? 12-inch tree's plenty, but that's more than 12 inches. That's 2
Judge,
feet
come
tall.
on. Hang the cape up just for the holidays, huh? Now, look at this bad boy there. That's what I call a Christmas tree, huh? Smell it. It even smells like a Christmas tree. All you have to do is string some lights, hang a little popcorn on that, mix up a little spiked eggnog, huh?
You know what that thing costs?
I'll pay half.
Whatever makes you happy, all right? I'm going to call Bill and find out if he came up with anything on that bust.
We'll take that one. Listen, don't worry about him. He was traumatized by a department store Santa when he was a kid. Well, go to it. Wrap her up.
That's the guy by the pickup truck.
Well, you're really getting into the spirit of things, aren't you?
I'm thinking.
I know that. Well, listen, try thinking about reindeer and chocolate chip cookies, all that kind of stuff. You know, I mean, clock out early for once, Judge.
I am thinking about the gun shipments, and there's something missing there. I'm getting very close. I want to stop by the police station.
All right, well, listen, I got to pick up some tinsel, all right?
Yeah, hurry up.
Joey, why am I doing this?
Palm Springs, Ashley. Lots of sun and pina coladas.
Excuse me. Could you help me? I feel so dumb. I've lost my glasses, and I just can't seem to read the bus schedule.
Wow.
I'll be okay if I can catch the bus. I've got another pair at home.
Where are you going?
Downtown.
Oh, well, that's number 3.
Thanks so much. Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
You know, I could use a little help here.
If you're taking the small tree, you wouldn't need any help. Yeah, Bill. Alan Granger? No, I haven't. I'll look in the file, thanks.
Alan Granger. Is that the Grinch who's ruining Christmas?
I don't think so. He sounds like a minnow. We're looking for a shark. I know there's gonna be another big shipment of illegal weapons, and I want to find out who's behind it.
Before you go to bed tonight, why don't you ask Santa? Maybe you'll find the name in your stocking in the morning. Where's the angel?
It's in the box.
I'm looking in the box. I don't see it.
Oh, there's an angel in the box.
Pax per legis?
Peace through law.
Why couldn't there be a simple adeste fidelis? Well, I don't see any angel. I'll be back.
Where are you going?
Get an angel.
Well, you're just about one phone call away from a great weekend.
Hello?
If you want more information about the gun running, be at the water reclamation plant on Old Canyon Road in 30 minutes. And come alone.
Hello? Hello? Must be somebody's idea of a joke.
And what were you doing, huh? I thought you already got my presents. What, were you getting a few little extras?
No, I got a call on the Granger thing. I was just following it up.
Oh, yeah? Did you wrap it up?
No, it's nothing. Just, no, it's dead end.
Okay.
Yeah, wait.
What are you doing?
He just, take a drive around the block. I just need a couple of minutes
Come on,
here.
Judge, I'm loaded down.
I don't want you to go in there.
What are you acting like this for?
Never mind. Just, I don't want you to go in, okay?
You did get me something, didn't you? What did you do?
Wait, come on. It was supposed to be a surprise.
No, more than likely she was probably killed with your gun.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you just got a phone call. No idea who it was or where it was from.
You got everything I have.
I wish it was more.
You gonna take me in?
Give me a couple hours. Maybe we can look out with ballistics.
If I can come up with something.
Well, do what you can do.
Yeah.
Coping with depression during the holidays is not uncommon. The anxiety level is particularly high among the single and divorced people.
What are you doing in here?
To increase during the holiday season. The elderly and the retired
Judge, let me
are
get you
also
something to
subject
eat.
to feeling
I'm not
blue
hungry.
and can be helped very much if other people ask them to participate in the holiday.
What are you watching this for?
What?
What are you watching this stuff for? Tell you what, why don't you take my bed tonight? Sleep up there, get some sleep. You know, I'm sure everything will look a lot better in the morning.
I'm not tired. I told you I'm not hungry. What's the matter with you? What's your problem?
I'm worried about you, that's all. Hey, Judge.
I don't need a blanket either,
It's
okay?
not-
Just relax.
It's not that.
What?
Why didn't you want me to come into the house?
I told you that already.
I know. You said the present was under the tree, but at least it was supposed to be there, you know? And
What do you mean supposed to be under the tree? It was under the tree. I told you. Whoever killed that girl took your present. I don't know why.
No, I believe
What?
you. I believe you on that.
Okay, I'm sorry. If it happened to you, I'd ask you the same question.
No, will you stop it?
Well, what else you want to know?
What did you get me?
Arrest warrant. That's a heck of a Christmas present for Hardcastle. I'd better handle it.
It's not good, Milt.
Oh, only good, huh? Well, that explains a lot.
You said you never saw her before.
She came up to me and asked me to read her the bus schedule. I don't know why.
Mark, you see it?
I was by myself. Where'd you get that?
In her apartment with these.
Oh. That's great. Okay, she's blackmailing me, and then I shoot her in my own house with my own gun, right?
I know. It's all pretty neat.
So what do we do now?
You know the drill, Milt. I had a prosecutor's office all over me. Sorry.
You have the right to remain silent.
This is insane.
Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak with an attorney and have an attorney present during questioning. If you so desire and cannot afford one, an attorney will be appointed for you without charge before questioning.
Judge, what are you doing in there? You're in the county jail. I thought they were just going to hold you for questioning.
The trouble is that the holding tank is holding 50 extra drunks for Christmas.
But you're in jail, Judge. This is insane. It's crazy.
I know. I gotta get out of here, too. You don't know what it's like in here.
I don't know what it's like in there. Are you kidding me? I've been in there, remember? On your recommendation, in fact. Maybe you'll take another look at Lady Justice now that you know what it feels like when she's wrong, huh?
She's not wrong. She just got fed wrong information. And what happened to my attorney with the bail?
I hear he's having a hell of a time in Hawaii. He's on his Christmas vacation, Judge.
Judge Waddington?
He's in Rio for the holidays.
What about my accountant?
He's back in New Jersey to see his folks. Judge, it's Christmas time. Everybody who can get out of town gets out of town. Unless, of course, you're stuck in jail, and then you're stuck.
Very funny. I don't believe this. You know, I should have been in and out of here in 4 hours. The cops have got to come up with something by now.
Well, they did. Ashley was killed with your gun. Hey, who's this guy down here? A member of your fan club?
That's Ron Coe. I sent him up 8 years ago, and it looks like he's back.
It also looks like he's enjoying the reunion. Come to think of it, I bet you got a lot of friends in there. I better get you out of there before one of them comes around and says thank you, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep trying to dig up your bail. You want anything else?
Yeah, get the Granger file from Bill, and you stay out of trouble.
Hey, don't worry about me. I'm out here. I can move around, you know. I'm worried about you. You don't know your way around in there.
Now you're cooking.
Bill, I've got to get my hands on that Granger file if I'm gonna be any help at all to Hardcastle.
I can't give you the file, but I think I can get what we need. Earl, have a couple of you guys pick up Alan Granger. Yeah, I want him brought in for questioning. That's the best I can do.
All right, well, call me if you get anything.
Mark, how's he doing?
Well, I'm worried about him. I mean, half the guys in that dump have Hardcastle's name tag on their sentences.
hands off. Hey, man, he put me away. I owe you one. You better have eyes behind your head, as I'm gonna get you.
Thank you.
Not so fast. I've got plans for you.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Listen, is there anyone around here I can talk to about getting the bail bond up?
Oh, come on. It's Christmas.
Yeah, one of Santa's favorite little helpers just got busted, so
Oh, Sleepy or Dopey.
grumpy. And if I don't get the bail up, Prancer and Dancer are going to be real disappointed. So will a lot of little kids. They're only going to get a present. So, where's your boss?
Santa over there.
Hardcastle, huh?
Yeah, I used to be a Superior Court judge here in
Oh,
LA.
well, believe me, pal, I know the guy. He kind of threw a lot of business my way. So, what's the beef, huh?
What difference does that make? The bail's $100,000.
Hey, the difference is, if I'm fronting the guy's ticket out of the joint, then I get to know the nut. It's kind of like making sure your quarterback doesn't throw the game.
Murder one.
Hardcastle? Murder one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the beef doesn't get much steeper than that, does it? Did he do it?
What do you think?
What I think doesn't matter. No, I'm gonna pass.
Santa. Mr. Basker, the guy didn't do it. He's a retired judge, for Pete's sake. Come on.
Listen, Jack the Ripper may have been a prince, you know?
He's not guilty. There's no risk here.
Either way, the odds say he'll jump bail before he'll do time. Guys like Hardcastle don't belong in prison.
How'd it go?
How do you think it went? The cops pulled me out of my office. They dragged me into the station. They were all over me.
What'd you tell them?
I didn't tell them anything. But they know that someone is behind me, and they're close.
Hardcastle's pulling strings from inside.
They're cops. Hardcastle's family. They've already taken it to hell and back. They tried getting me into a polygraph. I gotta be honest with you. They're digging. And if they keep tearing into my background, they're gonna come up with something.
Hardcastle's more trouble in prison than he's worth. Find somebody inside. Make it worth his while. I want Hardcastle dead.
Hi, Tommy.
Scared.
How you been?
What's going on?
Not much.
I heard yesterday you were back here.
I'm not back. I'm just visiting. Listen, tell me, how's Hardcastle holding up?
Like shark bait. How do you think?
Tommy, listen, I can't find Hardcastle. Something's happened to him.
Come on.
And there's a precedent here. Searson versus Clark. And there it is right there. Searson versus Clark. See, there's a technicality in your case. Your lawyer should have known all about that. Now, you have him go over it, okay? And he can file an appeal for you. Searson versus Clark. Well, okay.
তোরে সেদিন আমি লাট খায়া মজা পাই না রে হারামজাদা
না না ভায়োলেন্স করা দেব না ভায়োলেন্স আমি একদম পছন্দ করি না ভায়োলেন্স একদম পছন্দ করি না বলেই তা কাম করি এক কোপে করি
Same old policy, play by the book. I'm just explaining the rules.
I'm just running all over town trying to get a retired judge bail. And you're sitting in here throwing legal clinics for gorillas? I thought you were going to be dead by now.
Sorry, disappointed. You come up with anything?
Well, I've developed a lot of sources. Something should break any minute now. However, my sources do want to be thorough, so...
Yeah.
ওরা আমার আনসাস কি লাগে আমি তো এটা চাই না
Police won't give me the file, though. I'm Granger dummied up.
I already saw the Granger file. Buddy and detective...
You already saw the file? You tell me I'm out there breaking my back trying to help you survive in here, and you're running the whole show from here anyway? I mean, what are you? Milton C. Hardcastle, King Rat?
নীলকানা থেকে বারে তো তেল বারে গেছে গায়ে হাওয়া তাস লাগে ঘুরে বেড়াস হ্যাঁ
You finished?
এরা ফোন দে তোর বাইরে ফোন দে
I think I got the name of
আনসার
the
রে
guy
তো
that
কো
framed me. Martin Church.
শিগগিরই লাগবো আনসার রে
That just happened to be sitting
হ্যাঁ ফোন দিয়ে কি করবেন আপনি
It's a photograph.
আর ফোন দিয়ে কি লাভটে ভাই নেবে কি করবেন আপনি
Restaurant in Chicago.
হ্যাঁ
আরে এই মহিলা কি কি কিছু বুঝে
How are you?
So that you know who Churney is.
তোরে সেদিন আমি লাট খায়া মজা পাই না রে হারামজাদা
না না ভায়োলেন্স করা দেব না ভায়োলেন্স আমি একদম পছন্দ করি না ভায়োলেন্স একদম পছন্দ করি না বলেই তা কাম করি এক কোপে করি দেশি দাও দিয়া আর বেশি কিছু লাগে না তোর বাইরে ফোন দে
Afraid you're going to panic and bolt. It's much easier to get bail if you're a hardened criminal. Believe that?
Sure.
আবার ওই রেছে দে
Save me some eggnog.
হ্যাঁ কো ভাই ভাইজান আপনি কি আনসার রে মাগুর মাছের পুকুরে ফেলা দিয়েছেন না
Too much.
হ্যালো
আমার কি বলদ মনে হয় হ্যাঁ বলদ লাগে দেখতে আমাকে তুই যে বলতেছো যে আনসার যেন না দেয় সেটাকে আমি বুঝতে পারতেছি না
হ্যালো
হ্যালো দিলু
ও শিউলি
আমি জানি আনসার বাইসে আছে
Merry Christmas.
আর কোলা হারামজাদার বাচ্চারা সারাটা দিন ধরে মাগুর মাছ কিচ্ছু খাওয়াই নাই দিলাম আনসাররা ফেলায় আরাম করে খাইয়া লিছে গেছে মরে গেছে
দিলু তোর এই ভাইটা কিন্তু এখন আমার হাতে হ্যাঁ আমি ঠিক করছি আমি এরে মাটির ভিতরে পুইতা শুধু মাথাটা বাইর করে রাখবো আর ওর আশেপাশে সব দিকে সাপ সাইডা দিব
আচ্ছা আনসার দে তুমি করবে কি কত
আমি আমার
Oh, yeah?
আমি আমার মনের স্বাদ মিটাবো
Really enjoy this.
গ্রাফে তোর যুবক ফলবান থাকতে আনসার দিয়া ছি ছি
আনসারে আমি নিজ হাতে মারুম নিজ হাতে মাইরা আমি আমার মনের স্বাদ মিটাবো বুঝতে পারছিস হারামির বাচ্চা
বেলু ভালো আছিস আমারে চিনছস আমারে চিনে না এমন কোন মাইক মেলা পৃথিবীতে জন্মায় নাই যদি চিনা থাকো বলদামি করিস না কিন্তু
দাদা তুমি কবে বেরিয়েছো
আমি তো বাড়িছি তোরা আমারে হুদাহুদি মাঠে নামাইছ আমি তো মাঠে নামতে চাই না রে ও তোরা দুই ভাই কিন্তু বলদ আছো
ভাই তুমি কইতেছো কোনো কথা নাই এক্ষুনি পাঠাই দিতেছি
এই তো বুঝে গেছস গা যত তাড়াতাড়ি আনসারে পাঠাবি তত তাড়াতাড়ি তোর বাইরে ছেড়ে দেবো ঠিক আছে
পাঠাই দিতেছি ভাই
Hey, mister, wanna buy a Christmas wreath?
পোস্তাতে যে কি যে পাগল আছিল রে
A little late for a kid your age to be
Get out
out
of the door.
working Christmas Eve, isn't it?
কেডা বাড়ি জীবনদা আমগো জীবনদা বরিশাল্লামা কি যে জিনিস আছিল কি যে তার কবিতা রে
That one over there?
রাত বিরাত বাইরে হয়ে যেত গা আহ
You want a wreath or
তার
what?
কবিতাটা
You know,
পড়লে
it
তার
helps
কবিতাগুলো
take a
পড়লে
little
মন
stink
নরম
off
হয়ে
the
যায়
fact that you're never gonna
জটিল আছিল জটিল
$5.
জানোস আমার মন চাইতেছে তোর একটু চুমা দিই
Right?
দাদু এটা
What's your name?
আপনার মন চেয়ে আপনার দেন না দাদু দেন না
এই শোন এই শোন কাজ কর
Well, I'll tell you what, kid. Take them all.
ওই তার
okay?
ভিতরে কিট হইও না
Fine, Jimmy.
Is this
তা ভালো লাগে না শিউলি
Yeah, there is. Believe
দেখছেন
me.
দাদু আপা কেমন
Come on,
জানি
kid.
করে
Go
আপা
on.
গো
It's Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
বাবা
Here you go, fella. Merry Christmas.
আপা আমার ওই যে ছোট আপা
Oh,
আমারে
ladies,
মাফ করে
here we are. One for
তোরে তো
you.
সাইরা
You're
দিব
beautiful.
তোরে
Merry
রেখে আবার লাভ কি
Christmas,
কত তোরে দিয়ে আমার কাম কি হ্যাঁ আনসার দে পাবো
Merry
তোরে সাইরা
Christmas.
দিব
Take a wreath.
আপা বে ফাইল
Hang it
দিতে
on your
আপা
door. Hey, here you go, buddy.
Nilu.
Merry Christmas. Hey, hey,
Apa,
Merry
Nilu?
Christmas here. Take a wreath. Here. Come on. Come on. You take another one. Yep. Always have to. Here. Merry Christmas.
মিলু ওঠ
Hey, Merry Christmas. Huh? Here you go, Jack. Merry Christmas. Here. Have a good time.
এই শালি এই দাদু না দাদু এই শালির জি তোর কত বড় সাহস তুই আমি মিলে রাত্রি দিছস তোর একটা রাত্রিতে তো আরাম পাস নাই আমারে ওটা এখন
Guys like you don't belong in the joint, Hardcastle.
Nobody belongs in here.
You ain't gonna last too long. You know that.
শিউলি
Word in the yard is that
শিউলি
paid to take you out.
Yeah.
ও শিউলি মনটা
Someone on the
চাইতেছে
outside, a lot
তোর
of
এই
dough.
মাথার মধ্যে ছয়টা কয়নি বুঝা দে
So tell him.
না
How'd you do it?
তোরে আমি মারুম না
They didn't have a real piece of hard beef on you.
তোরে
You wouldn't be spending Christmas Eve with me.
তোরে যেমনি মারুম
Yeah, well,
সারা পৃথিবী মনে রাখ
The difference is
আর দাদু
you did and I didn't.
no.
দাদু
The
তোমার
difference
অনেক
is
ভালোবাসি
guys like
তুমি আমার
you
বাপের অনেক উপকার
don't
করছো
usually get caught.
তুমি শালির কথা শালির কথায় নাইছো না দাদু নাস্তে আস্তে যে পড়বা আর উঠতে পারবো না আমি যাইতাছি যদি রাগাও আমি ভুলা যাবো তুমি কে
পাগলে তুমি বাঁধবা আমি না আমি তো কিছু করি না স্যার তোমরা করছো আমি তো কিছু জানতামই না
এইটা জামিন কথা
এইটাই কথা ভাগো তাড়াতাড়ি সময় বেশি হাতে নাই ভাগো যদি ভাগো এখন কোনো লাভ নাই কারণ তোমাকে টিক্কা কাঠ ফালাই দিছে মানে রোভাক্রাম শুরু হয়ে গেছে হয় মরি নাই আমি এখন কিছু প্রশ্ন করুন জলদি উত্তর দিবা
জানি তো কি জানতে চাইবে তোমার দুই ভাই মারতে আসতেছিল এটা যাই নাই আমি তোমার বাঁচাইছি কিন্তু ওই যে মসজিদ থেকে যে ঘোষণাটা আসছে সেটা কিন্তু আনসার উত্তর দেয়নি বুঝতে পারছো পাইছে উত্তর চটাং
এখনো যে পাই নাই
উত্তর একটাই আলতাফ চেয়ারম্যান আলতাফ চেয়ারম্যান যখন আমার ফোন করে বলবো যে দুই ভাই তোমার মারতে আসতেছে তখন আমি চেয়ারম্যানকে কইছি যে ওর থামা চেয়ারম্যান নিজে কি মসজিদে ঘোষণা দিচ্ছে
টিক্কার বাবা আসে নাই
সেটা আমি কেন রকম খাইতেও পারে না আবার চেয়ারম্যান টিরিক্সও করতে পারে
ওদের সামনে এত বড় বাটপার তোমার বন্ধু তোমার মতো একই রকম বাটপার না নিজের মায়ের নামে তোমরা চিরিক্স করতে পারো টিক্কা আইসে টিক্কা ফিরে আইসে টিক্কা আবার
You have a visitor.
ঠিক খাইবো কেন
Since you couldn't get me out on
তোমরা
bail.
আছে তারে পিছন দিয়ে গুলি করছিলা
His helpers.
সেইটার
Dad,
প্রতি
come on, give me any money. What did you do?
Got you out.
উনি তাহলে তো আমাকে ভাবতে হইব এখানে তো বেশিক্ষণ থাকুন যাবো না
পারলে তুমি বাঁধবা আমি না
Sure.
আমি তো কিছু করি না স্যার তোমরা করছো আমি তো কিছু জানতামই না
Shop.
What shop?
এইটা জামিন কথা
এইটাই কথা ভাগো তাড়াতাড়ি সময় বেশি হাতে নাই ভাগো যদি বাইরেও এখন কোনো লাভ নেই, কারণ তোমাকে টিক্কা কাঠ ফালাই গেছে, মানে রোবাক্রাম শুরু হয়ে গেছে।
Attorney's not your ordinary hit. His frame job he pulled in was pretty slick. You know that.
You want to see slick? I'll show you slick. I spent the last 24 hours in jail coming up with something. Here we are.
I thought we were
Bujlam
going to let Lady
sir.
Justice take care of this one from now on.
আমি
I
যখন
said she
শুনতে
was
পারলাম যে
fair. I never said she was
টিকটা
fast.
চাইতেছে,
Sometimes she
অমনি
needs
বুঝে
just a little
ফেলাইলাম
bit of help.
যে কাহিনী খতম, তোমাকে বাঁচাইতে হইব। পাগলের মতো আমি রাস্তায় বাইরে হয়ে গেলাম। এমন সময় একটা লোক এসে কইল আমি টিক্কার মামা, কিন্তু টিক্কার বাড়িঘর কোনো কিছু চিনে না।
Pretty steamy
আমি
stuff.
চেয়ারম্যান হিসেবে
Dates,
আমার কাছে আইসে আর কি সে।
Seems you've been
তুমি
in
কি
a
আমার
lot
কথা
of
শুনতাছ?
different businesses. Drugs, extortion,
আমার কথা
gun
শুনতাছ
running.
তুমি?
And since Ashley knew so much about you,
আইব তো,
you
মনে
might
করো
have just wanted
সুযোগটা
to
আমি
take care of her.
Well, let's
কি ব্যাপার?
say that what
এত
you're
রাইতে?
saying is true.
না, ওই সবার
Now,
চক্ষু
what's
ফাঁকি দিয়ে আসতে গেলে তো রাইট ছাড়া উপায় নেই, তাই না?
Killing you.
আলতাফ, তুমি যাও।
The other half
আমি
of
যাও
this
মানে
diary.
কি মনে করতে কহ?
Touch me. and
দিল
it
হইলো
goes
আমার
straight
কাছের
to
মানুষ,
the
তোর
police.
যাস্তা
The price
যাইতে
tag's
কইছে যা।
$10,000.
যাইতাছি, কিন্তু একটু
My
সম্মান
number's on
টম্মান
the
দিয়ে তো
card.
কথা কইতে পারো নাকি?
Call me.
কি হইছে?
How would you like to make 5 times that?
আপনি টিক্কারে গুলি করছেন আপনার নির্দেশে, আমার নির্দেশে না।
অবশ্যই আপনার নির্দেশে।
আপনার নির্দেশ করার মতো কোনো অবস্থান আমি নাই, আগেও আসছিলাম না। হ্যাঁ, আমার প্ল্যানে করছেন, কিন্তু কথাটা হইল এই বিষয়টা আর কে কে জানে?
আমাদের থেকে
আমার দিক থেকে
Delivery for
খালি
Judge Hardcastle?
কি?
বলে না জানে কোনো উপায় ছিল।
এটা কি শোনাইতেছে?
এইটা শোনানোর জন্যই এত রাত করে এখানে আসছি। টিক্কা তো ফিরে আসছে, ওরে যে গুলি করছিল ওই মানুষটার তো সে খুঁজা বাইর করবই। আর এই খবরটা টিক্কার কানে একমাত্র শিউলি দিতে পারে।
It doesn't matter who I am.
তাইলে
We
শিউলি
just
রে
received a delivery.
ওইটার লেগে তো
Paid
গেছিলাম।
from Ashley Austin's diary.
টিক্কা এসে পুরো কাজ লাগাই দিল,
Enough
সব
to
শেষ
get
করে
you off
দিল।
the hook and put Martin Cherney away.
How do I know this?
আচ্ছা, আপনি তো শিউলির লগে থাকেন,
That's a chance you're going to have to take.
কাজটা আপনি সেরে ফেলাম।
You want to see the rest? Be at
আর
warehouse
লাশ গুম
12
করার
at the
দায়িত্ব আমার।
harbor. Bring
মাগুর অবস্থা খাওয়াই দেবো, কেউ টের পাইব না।
come alone.
আমি নিজে যদি কামটা করতে পারতাম তাহলে আপনার কাছে আসতাম আমি।
আচ্ছা, ঠিক আছে, শিউলির গুম করার ব্যবস্থা আমি করতেছি। কি চান?
What if they don't show? They'll be here.
Let's get out of here. Now.
If you cooperate with me, I can make things quite pleasant for you.
You've already done enough. Hardcastle's dead. You're going to get the diary, and I make 50 grand. The diary's in a safe deposit box in the bank. On the right.
Joey, go on in with her.
Right.
Everything's set. The shipment will be at the pier in an hour. And Alan, there better not be any screw-ups. Take that. I thought you were smarter than this.
Fine. We're right on schedule.
Great. Listen, when we're finished up here, take the lady for a ride.
Okay, all units, close in.
Police, freeze!
Come on, get out of the car. Let's go. Sergeant Ferguson, you did a great job.
Oh, thank you. You know, high school Christmas plays, well, I always used to get the lead.
Right.
Got it all on tape.
You okay?
I'm fine.
He's right.
Yeah. What do you want me to do with this bike, Judge? Run down to impound? I don't have it listed on a hot sheet, and might not be contraband.
Sure, I'll take care of it. Yeah. Nice, huh?
Yeah, I'll say.
Oh, it looks like somebody was supposed to get it for Christmas. Now, that would be a disappointment not to find it under the tree.
Well, as long as you're okay, that's a good enough present for me.
Don't get mushy. Here, read
Why not?
this.
It's Christmas.
Read this.
What's wrong with your eyes?
Just read it, will you?
Ride this in good health, kiddo, and always wear a helmet. Merry Christmas, love, Santa. Oh, Judge.
It's supposed to have been under the tree all the time.
This is great. Thank you.
Don't thank me. Thank Santa.
I don't know. It's Santa, huh?
Santa, he figures you're a good boy all year, I guess.
Santa?
Santa Claus, you know, the big fat guy with the belly and the white beard and the reindeer pulling the sled.
Yeah, with the gun rack hanging in the rear window of the pickup. I know him.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, step aside,
You
Jack.
don't want to go vroom.
You've got the gun. Hardcastle's dead, and you're going to get the diary. You've made out pretty clean.
I always do.
Great. Now that this case is resolved, there's something I want to show you. Come on.
I'm relaxing here.
Come on.
McCormick,
Come on. Trust me. Let's go. Well, I know it's a few days late, but Merry Christmas anyway, Judge.
Hey, look at that.
Huh?
When did you learn how to cook?
Well, I didn't. I'm glad you like it anyway. No, here's your rolls.
What's that?
That's the bill from the caterer. You see, now listen, wait, don't fly off the handle here, but you see, I had saved up a lot of money for your Christmas present. I really did. But there was this little kid, he was selling Christmas wreaths on Christmas Eve, so, well, here, wait. This is,
Now what?
it's a little something to keep you humble. Come on, open it. Huh? What do you think, huh? You know, from one ex-con to another.
Bah, humbug. Ho, ho, ho!
And may all your Christmases